Helluva Boss. What do I have to say about this show? I think that the show is pretty great. I think the characters are great. I think the writing is excellent. The humor is amazing. And yeah, this is probably one of the best certain animations of all time. Despite the fan base being a little bit. Yeah, that's a whole another topic. But I'm just here to talk about the main cartoon, not their weird fan base. So anyway, back to a good show. Yeah, even though I'm a Catholic and stuff like demons and stuff like that's supposed to offend me, this show actually does make me feel sympathy for the demons in the show, not for like in real life. But they do an interesting world building in hell in this episode, and they just released the final episode of season one. So I said, hey, you know what? I'm gonna rank all the season one episodes of Helluva Boss from worst to best. So yeah, so yeah. See, I'm gonna say the reasons why they're low on the list, and the reason why, and why they're low on the list, and some of the positives I had watching this episode, despite being low. All right, ready? Here we go. On number 8, the episode that I like the least is episode 8. I honestly, the only reason why I like this episode is because Luna finally says Blitz's dad in a joke that he said that no, I shouldn't be eating a dentist. I should be effing an Alejandro or something. That joke got me. Other than that, I don't find this episode interesting. In my opinion, this episode is not worth watching. If you like Keisha, then okay, that's fine. Cotton Candy is not a bad character, but she's not a good character. She's like fine. Rex or Tex makes his comeback, and I thought that was really nice. So, anyways, yeah, not my favorite episode. Would not watch it again. Not a bad attempt at a season 8 finale, but where we left off was like really enticing in episode 7, and you do kind of continue it, but only like in the last 30 seconds, and really the last 30 seconds. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I know there's a lot of people who like this episode. That's okay to you, and just not my cup of tea, right? Number 7, episode 3. Yeah, when I first watched this episode, I thought it was a really great episode, but really doesn't amount to anything, in the grand scheme of the Helluva Boss things. Only the fact that Blitz really had a screwed up relationship with Rosika Mayday. And yeah, this episode is really fun. This episode is really fun to watch. It is one that I would watch again and again and again, but I'm just not but like this is the part where like we see Luna and Blitz, kind of falling apart, and then the joke, and I'm not a big fan of the jokes of the, oh yeah, you should check my girlfriend, and the whole episode is just person trying to have a relationship with one person, but the person trying to have a relationship with already has a relationship with someone else. I don't like the cliche, but yeah, I mean it was good in Paranorman, but in this one, yeah, it didn't get to me, and I already knew that was gonna happen in the first place when I watched it. So also Moxie, in that room was kind of uncomfortable. When he's in that room with Rosika, and he's like, but no, you can't do that, I'm married. That was kind of creepy. All right, number 6. It's an episode that I don't like, but despite being low on this list, it's like really great. I'm sorry if it's low on the list, but it's Cherubs, or CHERUB for all you tactical or technical people. So yeah, this episode is telling us that yeah, heaven does have an agency as well, but instead of killing people, they're trying to save them, and I think that's a really genius idea. And I really love the rich guy who just keeps on suffering until the end, and then when he dies and then he goes to hell was a really nice twist. Other than that, it's just a filler episode, but still a really fun filler episode. Number 5 is episode 2, Lululand. And yeah, this is an episode that got me in stitches with the song about, hey, we can't, Lulu World can copy us, can sue us because it's Lululand, not Lulu World. I thought that was funny. And I really love the connection between Stolas and his daughter in this episode. It was really touching. And yeah, now, yeah, with God of War, Helluva Boss, man, I really want some kids right now. I want to be a father, please. So yeah. So anyways, yeah. Lululand, it's a great episode. It's number 5 in the list. Number 4, the pilot, or episode 1, Murder Family. I thought from the beginning of this, I knew it wasn't gonna be a cutesy because what we got at the beginning, but I thought it was a really hilarious ending, and I was like ended up in stitches. And then Moxie's reaction to is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call your earthly authorities. Definitely didn't sound like Invader Zim right there. when he calls the police and then the police blows up the house and he's like traumatized even when he goes back to hell and they celebrate their victim being killed was really hilarious. Yeah, nice start to a gruesome series. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Number 3. What episode? In episode number 5, the Striker episode. I love the action in this. I'm not a big fan of the meet the parents trope, you know, where oh, look at this, the husband is so awkward to the wife's parents, and then at the end they actually decide him, and then he keeps on embarrassing himself, and then they're like, hey, why can't this guy be like this guy right there? Not a big fan of it, but the action in this episode and the humor too was really amazing. I love Striker, and I gasped in awe whenever I figured out that it was Bella, or whatever her name was, Stolas' wife, that contracted Striker to kill him. I thought that was a really nice plot twist. And now there's more layers to the Helluva Boss lore cake. I love it. Number 2 is episode 7. I thought this was a really nice episode. My only problem with it is that, yeah, they're doing the Mulan 2 thing where like, oh, look at that. A character that you loved is suddenly becoming an antagonist in this part. And after that, and then after the whole dinner party, which was really already dramatic enough, we get a really, really emotional punch to the heart whenever we see Stolas and Blitz in the van. I thought it was really amazing. And then the ending where he sees the photos on his phone, and just after watching the camp episode that just came out today as of recording this video, yeah, it was really, really, really a punch to the gut. I love the emotions in this episode. And that leaves us with episode number 1, with episode number 6 being number 1. I'm just gonna say this. I'm a fan of animated action sequences. There's the reason why I love Dragon Ball Super Broly. I love the action in the movie. I love Puss in Boots because of the action. Puss in Boots 2 because of the action. Spider-Verse's action is really amazing. Across the Spider-Verse is even better. I'm just a huge fan of animated action. And in this one, it just ramps it up. I love how it's like a one take and it's amazing. Vivzy Pop really, really got their work cut out for that one take action sequence. And I really love that. I really love the cannon that had the name on it. I'm not gonna say it out loud, but still, it was really funny what the cannon was named, and also the blaster as well. So yeah, there you have it. Not longer. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I thought this video was gonna be like 10 minutes, but as of recording, it says 7 minutes 40 seconds. Wow. Yeah. At the end of the day, what do I think of Helluva Boss? I think it's a great show. Definitely not for everyone. And I'm honestly not going to be surprised if parents are going to be like, this show is addicting children. And this show has words. Just like how the Ouija board has words. Yeah, because like we always know, yeah, like always, parents have something to complain. And I'm sure this show will be the next target. But there is something I learned about this show. The internet animation never ceases to fascinate me. And I can't wait for the future of it. Except for some animations out there, yeah. But still, animated shows on platforms that are good are giving me hope. They can't get the same. YouTube is like way more of a dangerous card to play instead of publishing on television. But still, I really love that these guys can get their they can get all the creative, they can get all the brainstorm out on the platforms for everyone to see, and I really love it. Also, before I end this video, I just want to say something to Vivzy Pop. Where the heck is the Has-Been Hotel show? Episode 1 was alright, I think it was alright, but where is the TV show, huh?